Hello and welcome to the show. We have all the Fords on our team apparently. We've got another team adventure for you on Forza Horizon 4 here. We're going racing with some classic muscle cars in the snow. They have to be rear-wheel drive as well. There's no sneaky shenanigans with these. They're all rear-wheel drive classic muscle cars. Yes, we have 3 Mustangs on our team. I'm driving a Corvette. There's a couple of Hoonigan Novas around the place. A GTO, a Javelin in here. Yeah, we're going to see how this goes. Of course, it's winter, which is going to make this entertaining. Almost all of these will be on rally tyres. I'd be surprised if any are not. Ninetales might have tried to get a lot of power in the Valiant, but in these conditions, I don't know how well it's going to work. Because, of course, well, yes, you know, in a team adventure, we have a mixture of tarmac and off-road races, road and off-road races, but in winter sometimes those road races are covered in snow, like this one for an example, so you might have a very powerful machine, but it's not going to work at many tracks in this adventure. Now I believe the C3 that we have ahead of us has more power than I do, but is a bit heavier, so it's going to outdrive me down the straights. We're hopefully going to outturn it through the corners. I'm not sure if this track is going to be the best track for my car. It's not going to be hopefully that much faster than me down the straight. I say that it's got about 600 and something horsepower and about 530. I mean, I'm not light on horsepower in my Corvette here. Oh, yeah, we're going to reel it in a little bit through there, although I don't quite know where I'm going. So I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where the braking points are and all of that for this car. As of yet, not really driven it beforehand. We've got a good start for me in second. We're pulling away from third quite nicely. Hopefully we can continue to do that. I think snow, if a condition's going to work for my car, snow is going to help it maybe a smidge. I have a horrible feeling we're just not quite quick enough to match the car ahead. But we may well be faster than anybody else around this circuit. Where is... Ninetales is down in 8th, which makes me think that Valiant has got some interesting design ideas going on. And I say interesting design ideas going on, I'm talking many thousands of horsepower probably going on in that. Points, red, 400 points down, and that can change relatively easy. A slip up for a blue team car held just like a missed checkpoint can drop you a fair way down. We will reel in through there. If I get that corner right, we can make up a whole heap of lap time, really. Oh, yeah, we've had a good end to this lap, haven't we? We've caught all the way, we catch all the way up to the back of the C3, and then it just buggers off as soon as we get to a straight. That's okay. If we can keep it nice and neat and tidy. Oh, the C3 has pushed it a little too hard through turn 1. Just runs a little wide through there. That's the kind of stuff I want to see. Little mistakes going from the car ahead. This next section is where we're going to close as well. Again, we've got to get it right. Can't afford to put a wheel on the grass on the outside through here. Very easily done, I say, on the grass. We'll probably get away with it a little bit in these conditions because it's snow, we've got snow tyres. Probably not too bad. It's not a great run through there from me. We'll get back into the slipstream again down the straights. It's not enough of a tow, but it's better than nothing. I don't know what the car in third is. Points have slipped away from us a smidge. That is not what we want to be seeing. We're hoping to be gaining the places, not losing them. God, we can really carry some speed through there. It's nice. It's nice to know. Get on, accelerate out of the final. The problem we're going to have is we can catch, and then what is going to be to the finish line that could potentially decide this race is a drag race uphill, and we know we're not going to be winning that. So yeah, we're going to have to see what we can do. Big tyres on the Corvette, big tyres on both these cars. Let's face it, big tyres on everybody's car in this one, so we don't have any traction issues. Even in these conditions, it is flat out of turn 1, and minimal amounts of sliding from both of our cars, really. The car ahead actually got a better run out on the exit of turn 1, and has been good through here. It dips a wheel a little bit wide. We maybe shouldn't have got turning a little too soon, just eagerness to try and get into the corner. This is one of those races. I've done these a few times. It's just agonising. We're just a little too slow over the course of the lap. We're faster in places, but over the course of the lap we are just a little slower than the car ahead, so we get to watch it the entire way around. We're there. We're ready to pounce if there is even the slightest mistake, running wide, bumper wall, that sort of stuff. We're there, but this lap has gone the way of Genji, not gone my way. Naito's up to 6, which means we lost a whole bunch more points. That's not great news for us here. And again, the C3 is nicely through turn 1. I try to carry speed. I might have tried a little too hard there. I think we're a little wide on the exit. Yeah, unless there is a mistake, I don't think we're going to be able to catch it, sadly. I say that as it has run a little wide, got away with it though through there, and I've got a little wide mid-corner here. I had to kind of back off the throttle. Ah well. Yeah, I mean, we gave a good fight of it. We gave as much of a fight as we could, and we were well clear of the rest of the field at this circuit. Done what I could to try and put the scare on the Corvette, but in the end it was just a little bit too quick, and once it's found a rhythm, I cannot match it. Even with a real running wide moments through there on this final lap, we have not got an answer. I mean, the good news for me here, whoopsie, that's like a mess of that corner, is my car is good. It drives nicely, handles well. So that I like to see, that I like to know. In my vehicle will come up across the line and we will take a second place. So yeah, it's Corvette 1-2. What is third? It is a Javelin in third. Oh, we got a place back somewhere, some points back somewhere. On 9 fell back down to 8th at the end of that. But yeah, not enough points for Red Team. However, a strong start for my car at least. We head next off-road. The Mortimer Gardens Scramble. I feel like I'm with a good shout. Oh, not that. Oh, well, me and the Corvette start at the back, so we've got a lot of work to do. We'll be curious to see how things go for us on the climb through the field. Now, this is not the most handling obsessed kind of off-road circuit. There are some kind of acceleration zones, if you like, which they are covered in snow, though. That's something. We launch well. Jesus, the thing gets off the line nicely. Either there are more cars not on rally tyres than I expect, or this Corvette is just insanely good getting going. Now, I'm not sure I trust the change of direction in the snow to take my slightly alternate funky line off of the bridge to try and cheese some places. We don't really need to. I'm pretty sure that blue team car clipped the wall on the inside there. This thing is a rocket ship getting going. We'll run wide through there, that's fine. We just normally get the checkpoint, doesn't matter. We can't even see where the road is regardless if we were trying to stick to it. So take whatever line gets us through the checkpoint and is okay. We don't really want to get involved in a battle with our teammate. We know the Corvette is coming here. The other Corvette is potentially on the march. We're on the outside of the Daytona. I think it hit street furniture and lost momentum. Either that or they lifted to let me go because they didn't want to hold up their teammate. I'm not sure which. Could have been a bit of both. Regardless, we are past our teammate. We are to the lead of the race. Come on, Corvette. We can go and do this now. Just try and build the lead here. Oh, clonk. A lamppost on the way through because we know we're going to get hunted a little bit. I'm hoping that we're just going to be so much better through this section here as we're going to build our time. Didn't want to hit that bench. That's going to cost us some momentum. We have pulled a margin at the moment in this one, which is good. Aim for the gap between the lamppost and the tree. I don't know whether that is the best way through there. If I can, I tend to try and go for it. I feel like it's a good line. I might be completely wrong in that one. We need a little lift through there, but nothing too much. Good news for a red team. Points are looking tasty. We've got a 400-point lead. About what we saw most of last race in favour of blue team. Let's get it slowed down for this twistier section. Now, don't do any silly mistakes. It's easy to overdrive the car always. It's easy to overdrive the car in normal conditions in the snow. Easy to make little mistakes. Is that Corvette gaining? I can't really see it behind us. It looks like the dots are about the same place on the map this time around. Maybe a smidge closer. They're very difficult to tell. I don't think the gap is. I think we got to a pretty similar point as we were in the last race. We have. This is a more suited track, if you like, 2x C2. Oh, on the brakes go, don't overshoot turn 1. We do get a little bit of sliding. I mean, it's snowy gravel through there. You would expect a 500 horsepower rear-wheel drive Corvette to be sliding a little bit on snowy gravel, but it's the only real corner we come across here that the car is even moving around on. So, yeah, oh, bit bumpy through there. We are going to take the lamppost out. Bit of a funky line on the way down here, but that's okay. The benches are all gone, so I can take whatever line I like through there. Okay, well, they are now all gone. Made sure of that. We're not really losing too much time if we hit them, so that is something. Oh, that's early on the brakes, actually, in that section. Not ideal, but again, you know, we're only maybe talking a tenth or two variation in lap times. So, yeah, if we can keep this up for one more lap, don't do anything stupid, don't throw it away. It's always easy to throw it away. All it takes, tiniest of errors in these conditions. No sliding that time around. However, we do get a slide off the bridge. Yep, that's the tiniest of errors that nearly happened. There's a little bit, just a little bit out of place, a little bit out of shape, and almost found the monument in the middle there. Yeah, we can't be completely blasé with this one because that Corvette, while we have got a margin, we can push and not go crazy close to the limit if it looks like we're about to get into trouble, which is what I'm going to do through here. Don't need to go too mad because it's not. Actually, I think the other Corvette may have fallen back this time around. Points have swung back the other way. No, that's not what we needed. We needed a good run here. We needed a good run. Oh, they haven't come back to us. It's changing. It's ebbing and flowing. We've done what we can here. It's victory for my Corvette so far. 2 races, 2 wins for Corvettes in the battle of between these two. Ooh, 50 points in it. Hopefully we can do it. Can the Daytona cross the line in 3rd? We can get that. 4th looks like it might go to the GTO. Very close. 4th, 5th and 6th were very, very close together. Our Mustang gets 5th. That could be some important points, so we need to get 8th and we need to get 10th. Basically, make sure we hold on to 8th. That is very, very important. And as is making sure we hold on to 10th, which we do. Oh, Red's team will take victory for this round. It's 1 apiece. And the Corvette's looking strong again. So, we head next to the Lakehurst Cop Circuit. Now we are back to the... it's literally keeping me and the other Corvette on the same row of the grid. Ooh, 90 is on the front row as well. We can maybe have a sneaky look at what tyres that Valiant is on. If it's on not snow tyres, I'm going to hazard a guess it has many, many horsepowers. It might be very, very quick around here, actually. Can I see the tyre? I can't really see the tyres from here. There's like snow tyres. They've got very small snow tyres. Certainly compared to... We've got 345s on the back of this thing. It launches so well. It is incredible. It is the best launching car. It only gets beaten by the other Corvette because it starts getting going with its more power. So we should, in theory, be better through here. Although I've never really been the best at turn 1. I also do tend to play it a little bit safe, especially on the start of the race. I don't want to miss a checkpoint. We have got traction through here. The Daytona's having a look, but won't quite get that. 9000 may have missed a checkpoint. That's unlucky. It's not what we needed. The other Corvette is across the snow up into a 2nd place. So, GTO ahead of us. We can carry a lot more speed. Did that get the checkpoint? Yes, and Forza desync. No, okay, never mind, it didn't. Stevie stayed in the throttle to not cause a crash. Sensible thing to do. Sometimes you get a little bit of Forza desync that makes it look like... So where cars appear on your screen aren't necessarily where they are on the player's screen because of a little bit of lag. So we do sometimes see that where the car gets the checkpoint. That time, though, it was Stevie, unfortunately, just turned in a little bit too soon. And it's a very quick corner. With these vehicles on the tyres they're on, you're not going to be flat, but you don't actually have to brake very much. So sometimes you slow down a little bit too much and you turn in and it's just way, way too soon. Really easy little mistake to make. The Corvette is getting held up wonderfully by my fellow Red Team car here, the Mustang. Unfortunately, not quite able to do all that much about it here. We can get a great run out of the hairpin, but where are we going to go with it? Nowhere. How fast is the Mustang down the straights? Is it fast enough to hold the Corvette behind? The Corvette's looking. That's a line it's going for there. It's a brave one. It might just work. Might have to back out of it, though. Depends on how much speed it can take through here. It's not enough. We've got the amazing run and we're going to box in the Corvette. A little bit of Red Team teamwork is going to go on here to box in the black and purple car. can we hold it though? We should hold it through these next couple of corners. Which we do, because we've got the grip to keep it behind us. It will have acceleration on us. And now we've got to try and execute a wonderful little bit of red team teamwork here. Can I pass the Mustang, keep the Mustang between me and the Corvette, and run off into the distance? Probably not. Here comes that Corvette. It is going to go to the inside down here. I'm going to try and cut back underneath it, and I mistimed it. We end up just bumping the back of the Corvette. I mean, all of this fighting actually gives the Mustang a little bit of a chance running away. That's also good for us. Oh. There's going to be a lot of yellow paint on the back of that car. It's quite bad on that. I've got so much grip, we just turned. I tried to get underneath, just couldn't quite get far enough across. And the thing is, like, that doesn't really slow down the car ahead of me. It slows down me way more, if anything. We're going to have an absolutely wonderful run through here. Now it's going to be our turn to get boxed in annoyingly behind our teammate. Can we chuck it around the outside of the Ford? We can. The Ford is fighting back against the Corvette. We're going to have a one-lap showdown, I think, between me and Genji, as we're looking and looking and looking for a way past. Can't find it here, though, not just yet. We will carry the speed through there. They carry the speed as well. Here we go. This is it. We're clear of the Mustang. It's got nothing for our pace now that we are in sort of clean air. It's very much becoming a two-horse race. This particular race, sure. I've messed up turn one. Little too early on the brakes. Although the Genji then messed up the next corner. I've got too far gone. I'm a mess at turn one. Might have screwed it because we're gonna absolutely chuck it at the corners at the back section of the circuit. But I think we're gonna be too far back. We needed to be closer. We really needed to get past Genji before we cleared the Mustang. That would have been the way to go here. We are going to absolutely fly through there. It was the tiniest of lifts and we got through. But as much as we can chuck the car at the course, where are we going to find a way past? Do we have the grip? Do we have the speed to pass through here? If we do, could we even hold it to the line? Probably not. We're all over the back of it, but unless it makes a mistake through here, we're not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, turn one cost big in that one. Shame. It's a little mistake into one. Great race. Fantastic race. Corvettes are 1-2 again. I think these are the cars to have, really. Corvettes are 1-2. The Mustang held on valiantly at the front, and that third and fourth place for our Mustangs is going to give us potentially the round victory here. Sixth place for the Charger. That was a good race. Enjoyed that one. Annoyed at myself because I should have been a lot quicker through turn one than I was. However, yeah, wonderful battle. We head off-road next. The Highland Farm Scramble for our next round. And I'm curious. Oh, we're at the back. And, the Corvette's not that much further ahead of me. That's fine. I mean, this track, again, as far as off-road tracks go, this one's not too bad. It's quite high-speed dirt, so I think we could have some fun times battling again with the other Corvette. There's a couple of corners, though, where the grip of my car is going to come in really, really handy. Alright, I see the target. Target acquired. We will launch off the line nicely. Again, the traction this thing has is just ridiculous. I love it. Can we hunt down our fellow Chevy? The corner that's going to do it is the one. Well, I mean, all through here is actually going to make a difference as well in these kind of cars. The rear-wheel drive, nothing has crazy levels of grip. Oh, not that much grip. There is a place for me to put my car there. A lot of fences I didn't really want to have. This turn up here, so after the jump, this is what I was getting to, this left-hander, this is where we're going to make up a lot of our lap time. We're going to have to, basically. Unfortunately, we've got team cars in the way that do have some speed. Let's not forget, we're still to the inside. We are given some space and we will be through. It's looking like it's going to be close again, I think. It's going to be who can get through the traffic nicely. And listen, no offence is intended. Clearly our Corvettes are working very well in this setup. Can I do a cutback on the Javelin? It's a good defence, actually, from the Javelin. Not quite good enough, though. Here comes the yellow machine. We are 3 wide with 2 blue team cars. I've got to give them some space. I don't want to squeeze anyone out into the wall. This is where I've really got to make the most of my grip advantage. Okay, we're into second now. We're on the tail. We're on the tail of the C3. So we're going to go for chuck it through this corner, carry all of the speed in the world on the way in. We'll be slow on the exit, but that's fine. In fact, we've got just so much grip through there that they can't compete at this moment in time. It's not to say that they won't elsewhere around the lap, and a big slide from me is not what we needed there. We lost all of our momentum on the exit. We may have to be defending down towards the first quarter, although it's bumpy down here. Depending on how you've got your car set up, it may not like the bumps, it may not ride the bumps down here very nicely. Points are close. If we win this round, we will win the adventure. Corvette has a big dive. Oh, the Javelin was there. I went to cut back underneath the Corvette, and the Javelin was having a look. I knew there was going to be a Corvette there. I just didn't expect there to be a Javelin as well, having a sniff. That's pretty good under brakes, actually. Down there, it's to the inside. That's a funky line. Oh, to be taking... You're just so slow on the exit if you dive to the inside on that corner. We're going to go to the outside through here, which we can hold. We're across the jump, side by side again, with the Corvette. Now we're going to do a little bit of the slide job up in front of it through this next corner. We know we've got the grip there. Now we've got to not slide through the next turn. This is what kind of cost us, I think, a little bit last lap. That's much better from us. We don't lose the tyre. Yeah, look at that. That's a huge difference. If we don't get the oversteer, then we can just maintain the momentum all the way down this next straight. Bit of a slide through there, across the bumps. Oh, nearly had a tremendous accident. That was super close. He just got chucked about on the bumps. In fact, the Javelin's got pace here. Javelin's got some real pace here. It might even threaten the Corvette. Come on. Come on. We can keep this together now. There's just no more silly mistakes. I'm on Rally suspension here, and the hope was that this would work. Again, the hope is often with my cars, you build something that's going to be good off-road, and then we'll work on the tarmac as well. And this does both. This is a wonderful car. Yes, it is more handling focused, higher speed stuff. It cannot quite compete. I thought I'd missed a checkpoint there. My heart rate, my heart sank because I thought I'd screwed it. The Javelin's got up to second. Could we have a first non-Corvette in the top 2 spots? It looks like it might be. That Javelin has got some real speed around this circuit. That is for sure. We are around turn 1. I don't think it's got an answer. Oh, it's just lost out now to the Corvette. I don't think either of them have got an answer to my car here, though. I'm surprised. I thought this circuit might work a little bit better for them, but maybe this high-speed stuff is just... my car is just too strong through here. I say that as we get a big slide of our own. I mean, I'm certainly pushing with this car to make lap speed. It's one of those vehicles that's quite easy. It's easy, maybe it's the wrong term. I have a lot of confidence in pushing this car that it's going to stick, that it's going to hold the road. It's never easy to push a car, ultra fast, especially rear-wheel drive, snow, etc. But of all the ones I've built and so on, this is very nicely balanced. It's very nicely balanced. I can kind of trust the car. Who is going to get second? At the moment, it looks like it's going to go to the Corvette, unless anything happens on the run to the finish line. Victory, though, will go the way of me. I wasn't even looking at the overall points. It is second. Oh, the Javelin got it in the end. The Javelin spoils the Vet party a little bit in all of this. Fair play. That had some real speed around there. We might get 4th and 5th with the Mustangs and 6th with the Daytona. Lovely stuff. And with their 10th and 11th, we will claim the round, and that will be the adventure for Red Team. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. The Hooligan Novas are definitely not working. Certainly not off-road, I'll say that much. So, this is the final round. A chance at a little bit of, I say, redemption for Blue Team. They will avoid a whitewash, at least in this one. Ooh, we're down at the back. Where is the other corner? It really has just stuck us together in all of this. We've never been more than like a row apart. Ninetails is on the pole, or the front row anyway, with that Valiant. It doesn't seem to be quite working. This track may not suit the Valiant either. It's got to be a crazy power Valiant, I would expect anyway. But we're going to launch well. Hopefully we can get through. It's going to, again, can we get through the traffic? of the street circuits, maybe this one suits the power car a little bit more, but I mean, it's still a street circuit at the end of the day. I should think we're going to be fairly rapid here. It's going to come down to the two protagonists of this adventure so far, unless somebody's got something incredibly fast for this kind of stuff. I don't know what vehicle might all of a sudden have a lot of speed. Oh, we are to the inside of the Valiant. We are, hopefully, the Javelin that, I mean, I'd be curious to have seen what the Javelin could do, but that has missed the checkpoint. We have got the GTO leads the way from Corvette. How long are we going to get held behind the GTO in this one? That's probably going to be the big question. Oh, Corvette's in the wall. I very nearly visited it as well. No, fence. Okay, turned in too soon. That is bad news for me. Oh no, we're going to have to try. We're going to have... Oh yeah, so Stevie will not fight this too hard. Not for the teammate car. Will fight probably harder against me. We can make up so much lap time here, but we cannot afford to get stuck. We really can't afford to be hitting fences. That has cost us a lot of time in this. That might cost us the race. GTO has a good run through there. We've got an excellent run down the back straight. We've got to get this pass done soon. The longer we stare at the back of the Pontiac, the more this costs us. Can we go for the spectacular here? We're going to try it. We're going to have to. We're going to lose some time doing it. But we clear the Pontiac. Now, we have the goal. We have not enough laps to do it probably, but we're going to give it everything to try and chase down a C3 Corvette around the snowy Edinburgh streets. 90 is in fourth with that Valiant. Points are close in this. If we overtake Genji and everything else stays the same, it would be a victory for Red's team. With the way the points are, no, it wouldn't. Never mind, ignore that. This is where the lap time is going to come for me. We can just get turned in, we can get accelerated better than the car ahead. Where the lap time falls away a little bit is down this next straight. It runs a smidge wide. We actually struggle to get turned in as well. Bit of understeer on the exit there. It's fine, we can avoid the lamppost that just kills your momentum. Now we are running away from third place. Smidge here. What can we do? What can we do? Get the change of direction nicely through here. We do. Runs a little wide, but that's okay. Oh, we're both going to brush the wall. I mean, you can tell we are absolutely testing the limits of these Corvettes, because well, whoever wins this will win our own little mini sub-race, sub-adventure that we've got going on. Currently it's 2 race wins apiece for these cars. Can I find a way past? We've only got one more lap after this. You know where it's likely to come. It's going to have to be done in the final corners, because even if we have a dive at the hairpin, even if we were close enough, we will get out-dragged down towards the next corner. So it's going to have to be done in the difficult-to-overtake places. Oh, I fear there's going to be a drag race to the line that we're going to lose, but we're going to give it a damn good shot here. We will fire it through here. Actually got a little bit of oversteer. Still getting a little bit of oversteer as I'm trying to get on the power. Maybe that little bit too soon. Through the change of direction. Car ahead doesn't hit the wall. I don't hit the wall this time either. We carry great speed through the final corner. There was some street furniture involved for Genji. This is bad news for the car ahead of me, but it can defend. This is one of the easier circuits to defend on if you're going to have to try and defend with a car that's faster in a straight line. Where do we find a way past? Can we find a way past here? We're going to have a go at the hairpin. This is the spot if we're going to do anything, but we're just not close enough. We're going to send it up the inside here, make them slow on the exit. We've compromised them a little bit. Can we make something happen here? It comes down to this, the final lap of the final race. Can we send it around the outside like we did on Stevie? No, we can't. We just ran out of grip. Just not enough grip in the car. Ah, damn it. Maybe I should have tried to save it, but it's so difficult to get around these final couple of corners if you go for that one that... yeah, I think we're always going to get outrun to the line, so we have to try it, but I just left it too late. Again, another fantastic race. More laps were needed to try and set up a pass there. We just kind of had to go for it. Points have gone to blue team in this one. We did not have an answer overall there. Stevie gets third with the GTO, Ninetales fourth with that Valiant. It would be our Charger in fifth ahead of the Mustang, 6th and 7th. Oh, that was a great adventure. That was a great adventure. It really was a tale of two Corvettes, and we had our great little scrap at the front, and then very, very important battles elsewhere for the actual adventure. Yeah, those Corvettes were monstrously fast. They were monstrously fast in all of this. They had their strengths, they had their weaknesses, which made for very, very good racing, very, very good battles. And yeah, that was a great adventure with some classic muscle cars. It says blue team wins. Ignore that, they didn't. Just for whatever reason, it gives this win screen to whoever won the last round, regardless of the rest of it. So don't worry about that. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. If you'd like to sign up to take part in the next one of these, you can via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Find the versus the community sign up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, shall be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.